Say ewo UTV ene ya saying ehie biom se ne de bia ye no adesua enti na ye wa ha pese ye hu emra eboye man hu ban na ye nso a ye yetemamfo ye betumi esua bi na ye de bibia atoto pepepe ye kwakwaje nkwato ye ba na ye de ye ne adesua no ato aso ye nkomra Fidie no edaso edaha ye UTV emra no esesen na wo hwemi midin de ekua asante ba mensa enne ye nkomode twetwen no efa land acquisition epem se ba assassin sem e wo Ghana hanoma ya na aye ensem bebre enti enne em se ye ne lawyer lawyer Richard ni ama tefiu ye ne wo me studio ha e ba ne assassin sem na ya na me pese meka bebre but ye wo lawyer wa he ya oba be kire yen how to acquire land, the different types of land cry ye wo Ghana ha ene ho ensonsanso se wan fa kwan papa so emfe nya na so se wunya kwan a obefa so ama wo land no ana se wasase na wunya no edi emu no enu ti ne ye ne lawyer wo studio ha ye ba be hwehwe nkomo na yesua asase nya ana se japade fa asase ho akade nti lawyer akwa aba ye shia ya chiwo papa ma feel akaba lawyer me say enkan sase especially ne ya na ensem bebre wo ho na ene ye fa asase in general na yaka ho nsem se eba no asase ownership ana se land ownership wo Ghana ha obetumi abono eniso we eniso amaye hu the different types ye wo ye maye mu ha
yo medase o question in the simple answer na say you one can say you want other land.
I agree with you.
So the woody can but on a serious note, you can assess different types of interest was assessing in law no you would have alludia title. Alludia title no and the highest form of interest ubetumi enya ewa asase mu below the alludia title no ye wodia ye fe no common law freehold and ye customary freehold the two of them no they can also be classified as somehow usufruct in the law after usufruct no ye wo there are no leases lease na nkofo bebri ewo maimu hanom and apart from leases no so no ye there are no licenses eno so ewo honom na ye kan alludia title na alludia title no ye absolute na je say sa nipa no wo alludia title no asase ne ye ne dia forever sa alludia title no in it is always there na alludia title no nkofo taiwo alludia title no pa ye ekunwa enyo hene listen to my word carefully enyo hene no nemu me ye kunwa na ohene te so no
we say no hene ne kwa
enye
ohene ne busa yes ye stool na o te so no na ye
very good brofo kasanum no stool no nti but tree no me fan say kunwa si yeko northern part of the country now it's say won near kunyan into a skin one most of them they sit on skins
yeah
now ye can kunyan and say skin now it is like referring to the office of the president into a kunyan stool no eye ahimfi no ena asase no eye one day wehu into ana say ufi stool and skin so na no about families most of the time so no families no ewo alludia title and on rare occasions individuals also ewo alludia title and as I say by operation of law government also to minya their friend no alludia title alludia title say na me di kan chemu no it does not extinguish ensa say obi asase bi da ha na ebusua bi and ekonwa bi ewo alludia title na che say one day forever most of them acquired it through war and conquest and long occupation but for now making na say tetena okun wo honom no ebia woni obi kokko na odi ne so nkunima asase na obenya no wanya no forever wehu and now say ebia woni obi ankwan kokko but what na so for a long time. That's where your ancestors have been living. Intino, or allodial title. No? Well, there's a case be a kind of law school. Case title near nya semhwe and afibi son establish a principle and say apart from families and stools, you know, individual na say nipa nkran so to minya allodial title ni bi. But say na me na wo kan me kire mu no. And then said that any common sir. If you nipa na kasa, how long will you live? Into allodial title, it will come up to your beneficiary, your successors.
It will be
anyway.
more like the family. Anyway.
Exactly. Intino, so we allodial title if you want them now. Then I treat common law, freehold, customary law, freehold, and usufruct. I treat them the same way. The entire treat you on the same way, and they say they almost have the same effect.
Also, common law, freehold, and a customary law.
Customary law, freehold. In Nepal, be enough any freehold.
Okay.
Well, but the legal term no usufruct. What kind land act now? We who usufruct no. Now usufruct no, and also no. Potentially no expiry date. The intermaker say potentially no. Be to me see now I expire now go back to the allodial owners.
Right.
Intino, for example, ABR UTV traditional council and a beka La Paz na eyamode. And a wo ye odeshi UTV honum. Intino asasini bi no wakwa kutwa and now they are ye fu. When a mama test what did was so. Munni allodial title, more usufruct and I say freehold.
No.
UTV ain't mean pamo would die because we are deshe. One could give permission and finish when I offer you. But so long as I would so, I say, or this year, I would so no. Assassino, stool into me pamo. I am funny to me pamo, a bush pain into me pamo. Because we are deshing what not assassin to say, who did you also? Who are Mabefa. Eddie was the only time I ever returning back to the stool, no, MMara woo ya unima.
What you say?
Good.
Me man so anywhere, one must to me the age, one must
to me the jam.
No, to me Tombi.
What to me Tombi?
Until one more ton freehold, how many papa and I say one more ton, then how many pano. Until
the new Land Act came, no. Who bet me well kuta usufruct and to me ton freehold.
Okay.
But the new Land Act, no, the protection be about mass stools and families now. Say you know, stool land, family land, to me ton freehold. It is obi koye in den chama not the freehold because you could do lands commission for be rejected no. Since the coming into force of our new Land Act, Act 1036, no, yeah the bibia shemwa ebebo stools and families no buying and be one ton freehold no, because after 99 years it always reverts back to them. No almost so many baby kakra if you want their fee. Intino usufruct no so you're very very powerful. And also no ubi kuta usufruct na a load your phone krempo into me pamono. Until that's how the panel uni succession beam. Then the land comes back to the allodial owners. Inti now yaka allodial aka usufruct and I say common law freehold, and in fact most of the people call it freehold. We walk out so we the freehold. Now I say it's been given to you forever. So what I say.
Some say we freehold. The freehold na me dey chese my dream same because expiration be any.
Expiration be any. In fact freehold no say obi ma freehold now. Even as at now no. Obi a onya freehold before the coming into force of this new Land Act. Nipa no betumi aton freehold amount. Already sebeko through. But as I say, what family name sem any stool name sem as at now the family name is stool no they can't sell it to you for freehold.
Papa when I say me bisa say because I nipa no said first no na nipa ni kwa freehold usually and then chapen na ye omukra omu ni title. Into say sa nipa no oto ama ankra ta be no dey ma ama na go through. You understand
then there will be a problem.
Be call ho say wo kwa register no dey bia no be call no na bi obi fufuo din ana bibi din bia e because sa nipa no kra no onte ase ye hwehwe no kwa ye hu no. In that situation, me person, what the young person kakra na yembra those situations.
Yes, we'll get there.
Yeah.
Say onipano ekoto freehold before the coming into force of the Land Act. Na one register. Legally, nipano won kwan so register. But practically, see how lands commissioner they won't register it for you. the requirements are what be no, it will be nearly impossible to do so. So I can confidently say nipa na register freehold no na afi no kuta ndencha one register ba beton ama wa you can get the freehold.
Right.
Right.
So the maximum you should be getting then will be what?
99
Your 99
years.
years. Okay.
99 years.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, there's the other interest, lease. In fact, lease is the most commonest form of interest I'll be to many was Now, when we say freehold and allodiano, any expiry date.
Yes.
But lease, expiry date. Lease, no, the elements of the lease is that it is of a certain duration. Well, it is a ukonya lease every lease be in the lease, say, this number of years.
Yes.
After that number of years, no, your interest in the land has expired. And you licenses. License, no, and on a say, Yama to me say, Koye bibi was as so. By emphasis as an mile. For example, go dia you to say, will be the Nasase, and mouse say, Coco to good or so. Nipano, we a licensee, we owner of the land. Because one ton as an amount, but one more permission. License is in simple term, no, permission. Well, bit me permission say, go to Tumbri or Master so, and I say, call him wow, and I call be something you can go and get from the surface of the land. But I don't just say, me lease assassin at the amount. Well, and as I say, property, a was no, sometimes licensees, squatters, it may be licensees. And I say, companies are ABR, we sit down and say, staff, demo to work for me, you know. That staff, on your tenant or a licensee. Because company, no, I'm an acquaintance uncle them for a particular purpose. And the licenses in the America say, only the lowest form of interest that anybody can get in the land. That license, we are licensee, you can be sacked at any time. The landlord can come at any time and say, Mama, stop what you are doing on my land.
Say no, o de yenfa no mako. Na yenhwe how to acquire these lands. Inti se mete hey, me pese me koto asase. Ibi oha me konipa no beka say or freehold or to da and ampaso u baby say mo abeko ho no. Na bia wo mo atena so wo mo ma me ewu na edi eja o nti obi enim say wo mo no mo te asase ne so. Se me pese me to asase bi sa e kwan ben so e na mefa. Especially say nipa na catch him say a freehold no. And krata ben or the be mame me de hu sa asase ko de mame legit and I say because me me experience no. Asase bo ha makakota obekakota fe ubekakọ register no nkofo no moton man say na no mo fili say asase nete no ubekakọ do lands commission na ye say obidin em say nipa no kwa no so kwa wo hwehwe na woni bebi o timpo no akọ hwehwe na ebusuan fe say first na Ghana utumi bo ebusuan fe na nim say san nkofo we o mote ha na wa akọ hwehwe mo but say no e ya na ente sa so leasehold a woken say ne he na wo mmemu say so obi e ba ho no oto asase a leasehold no say na adbe man because e bi ho a obo ha wata asase no oto asase na bia onya 99 years ne na person ye wa asase no so wentumi anye e na e bi after 3-4 years or so person oton okoton na wo kwa akoye title na because a lot of them no so obo ha wata asase no on follow through go register ukoye o so sign ko family ne ho uko family ho na akoye se sign to aska foforo ade nso so ya to ama ni pay wo kwa akoto uko tu afofo no kwa no afi o ma san years na ma me pese won fa ye mfemu se me pese me to asase a what are the processes e kwan to say emra no send e kafa ho.
Okay, very good. Now mekasi ye wo for the purpose of this discussion no mekasi ye wo 2 types of lands I'll be to me at all just for the purpose of this discussion.
Yeah.
Ye wo asase a onipa no already started out and it edaso. In that case no onipa no is transferring or assigning his interest to you. The alcohol register or lands commission honum no. And oba be salary then they no transfer no e the amount. And ye was asase a ubia en register. Uko search or lands commissioner edin bia emba so. Intina make say for the purpose of this discussion person me separating into two. So that the discussion can flow easily. Now asase a nipa no akoye registration dada no. Ukwa kota eno no interest nipa na register or lands commission no e be kire wonso interest a obenya wa asase no mu so ati ase so if for example onipa na kwakoto lease for 99 years watena asase no so 30 years 99 minus 30 saying 69 years
yeah
in that situation no say wo kwakoto asase na wonu benya 69 years e was asase so and it includes a dine. Many people enim say Ghana high and register dine asase na register it is a dine siso a nipa asase na ye de no on na dine ye de dia so once you register the land whatever is on the land no e wo dia so what I say nti se nipa na register interest nipa na wo no sa interest na nipa no betumi akavu bi e de ama wo wahu na interest bia obi register bia no there are indenture no copy at the lands commission and nipa no so work copy nti indenture na be che say nipa no already start and be already 1969 or say expire by be 20 so and so nti aka this number of years na obenya now obi a already start asase the down no say wo na wo asase na the first thing you do is to run a search at lands commission one big mistake an kofo bebre search no hono say obeji nipa no side plan no the nipa side plan akwa search me pato it's a very big mistake
okay
se ukoto asase ukoto dan ejapade akwakoto no wankasa fa surveyor ko na ma surveyor na nkasa mpeki asase no e wo ground no so point A point B point C wherever it is na surveyor na draw side plan amount surveyor na side plan na ma we no now the wow side plan no wo the akwa lands commission akwa search because nipa trimu osum obi wo okuta indenture no all right everything looks perfect on it but at the end of the day side plan na ehemu no enye ho na asase ne wo nti ukoji nipa ni indenture no na we use the side plan na ehemu no now the side plan ne kobo search a information a obinya no eno na nipa no pese wunya but information e wo se wanka se wunya no e bia wunya nti the first thing asase no whether it is registered or not wankasa fa surveyor ko na ma surveyor na pick asase nipa no be kire say masase no e start free ha e kopem ha na wo de DSCC si wo no wo ko fa surveyor wo be pick wo ye side plan amount now they akwa ko search nipa bebre nso ko search a what be the window search
yes
oni abotre pentem if you on say nkofo no wo no say one man tema asase nkofo ba hu meton
lance fo no say yo mo check
asase bi ani ho a wo koto e say wo pre hu so obi ama obeto because asase wo hwe no e yade a for most people a lifetime decision
yes
for most people a lifetime decision it is a wo koto asase na nipa ne rasho one man tema meton jama no because search now kwakoye na say wo pe official search every the true reflection of what is on the land lands commission for any asset within 2 days it may take you at least 1 week and above sometimes 1 month people na one month search no in year into asase de okoto a e say unya abotre uko wa akoye search na de kokoba ukoye search na oba na ya asase nipa na register da obe hu se nipa ni din wo so in fact most of the time se nipa 10 kwa na ato asase na omu na din be wo so ebia ekuya asante bato no 1992 eno koton ma ya aponche 1977 eno ono so koton ma ekuya buruwa so enso ni nyina beba search ne so nti obi adi beba so nti nipa na oton ama wo no se ni din eni search ne so say ono ye the current owner me patromento because wo kwa top problem e the amount so ati ase obi wo ho sim papa asase o Uno papa will know inquire earlier, men concotona, the papa says he doesn't have the right to sell it. Intino, for land that is already registered, no, most of the time quite simple. The most important thing is to go and do the search. Sorry, say make a baby.
Oh, Debbie.
The Hunya partner say, Ubeka search our lands commission. No, I satisfied. Say, Nipana or returns as number one. You are known a lands commission for say there. After doing the search at lands commission, second search I say we no kwakoye Bank of Ghana collateral registry because as I say I register bia yet me the G loan Well, asase bia title e wo so no utumi de gi loan e wo bank e ma na ye se se so Nyankopon adom ye mra ba ye wo na ye fa no collateral registry ye online mpo wo beto ticket no na wa wako online na wa search din no ne certificate number ne adna hwe se obi mfa nkonko gi loan because nipa na register ko ye lands commission search ni din was all right but wakoji loan e bank bi ho
yes
against asase no e no ba beton ama wa se ukoto na se nipa na ntua loan na bank ne ba beje asase na fi won chen inti no asase a title wo ho no se wo ye eyini wi a the second one abaye ne se wo beko akwa search at the lands collateral registry akwa confirm ya say nipa no onfa nkoji loan then you can be satisfied. Sometimes I was say we check it and you say sometimes all the time in place say check say manso ni ho ana but unfortunately no your court registry na Ghana hanom no you need centralized registry a we betumi a check ahwe say manso ni all the courts ni mu a
true
nti eno no na na checking no enye easy saa but eno so no sometimes we did nkomo wo area mu hono ma we behu sa asase we no manso won ho ana se manso eni ho se wo check sa no mani nyina na se bibia ni ho a we betumi akwakotu eska no na nipa na prepare dia yefa no indenture e de amount indenture no depending on the interest nipa no wo no ono so be prepare ni indenture ma say freehold a nipa no be ye transfer e de amount so anya freehold a leasehold a number of years awedi no or the aka no unexpired interest no and or the amount and most of the leasehold no what should happen at the end of the lease period say ebia at the end of the 99 years e be ma 45 years more and now say you renew ni biem and I be renew at peppercorn rate sanu many nyina we indenture num fortunately enkan no na nipa bi ye indenture they don't have the knowledge to do it into be hu na mo de no bia ehye mo akwa copy and paste na adena na create problems am say you know emra na aba na che say lawyers a omo ye lands eyinkwa na say omo ye indenture ewo omani mu into people should note that one also now they am obi ot indenture na say no why indenture no a e be carry the meaningful impact of the interest no for you say the be say lease would now expire unim ne say wo ye obi wo was lease so be twemu no there's no clause in it what will happen at the end of the lease period.
I was going to come to that because they say no say mama fan cry example yeah na kwa to say men kind of say so many things me sure so what the story is be and can ha no o pass say ending because e bi wo ha na making minimum obi a e bi wo ha asase no nipa ne na ato ukohwemu a ukra hu se o nipa ne to legitimately but e bia we ntumi enye sika ankoye registration no ana say obo ho no we fi se mato ewie na makotena mu no obi anya emehwe no se mesa fa sika kwa registration ti wanya nti all beton no se okoton na ukopɛ title na wo se ukɔ se ebusuafo ne ho ukɔ ebusuafo na wo mo because ukɔ search na hu so mo din wo so a wo be call mo ho no o me se etwa ebo foforo ayeden ama wetua na wutua no omutumi saka say ene wentua ne say kra na ene yes na wo so no kra na ye be den ye bete so ama me hu bebre mate bebre sometimes e bi kra ba na ya dane ama mo ankasa in such situations no den pa na wo na wo to because say akwat say won sa hwe omanum I say one penny to their terms na unya title one penny to their terms na asase no unya de unya bi say so asase no wan ye na e won kan say kan akra jama asase sensan ye de a inti se na akoye no eya na asa won sa akohye wo manum bi inti you have to koto to whatever it is that omo catch or say wo ye do in such situation lawyer then I'll be
okay
is it even right sa ade na o maton ama obi no na wo asa akwakoto na wo san bom ho no mo san ton ama obi em
and you're right but the thing is say ahemfo na ton asase no ama kwesi wo ma san indenture ni na ama kwesi indenture ni na ye correct kwesi anko register kwesi esi ni dan esi so se kwesi pe say oton asase de makwadu eni kwan say kwadu e back to the ahemfo no se kwesi indenture no e correct a kwesi so be prepare indenture assign ne e de amakwadu na kwadu de kwesi indenture na kan indenture no ho de akolance commission say and I'm interested in it me tofi papa we ho na papa we no so tofi ohene we ho so ati ase you need to go with all the indentures na say who decide say who person okoye fresh indenture from the chief there and you go back to the chief now ono so beje odi ope well inti lack of knowledge na ema saa no man ekoso because indenture no the fact say indenture no you register no enche say indenture no you invalid so what I say ohne na sign indenture na mama all right my only problem is that man kwa register Martina Sassana so ebia 30 years, I come 60 years, person meton 60 years no ede mo bia. Until say indenture no no, and foundation mu say you can't sell it without our consent no. I can go ahead and sell. Me quote me indenture no. So I say me cite me indenture no. Na me dey I draw up a new indenture for the person and attach my own to it. And now say nipa na impentem kra nka me suggest say nipa na not so no ono anfa ni indenture nko register no nya transfer ma so I say but even if opentem kra the position is that so long as there's a valid indenture there irrespective of whether it was registered or no whether indenture no will register you say one register no nipa no eno na the title it is on the strength of sa indenture no and obe prepare new indenture e dey am a new person now or re assignment e dey am no
no I say na waka e dey book mo because we say we dey Ghana e ho no one first kana ma me yenye ma
there be o ni amekan ni amepache ne say ohene na sign indenture na makwadwo dada kwadwo ankwa register kwadwo pese oton ma
kwadwo kra ehu bebi an indenture no want to
eno ni problem no kwadwo ira indenture no
na asa ko bofo fra ma
se kwadwo ira indenture no de a ene na ubekọ ohene no ho because kwadwo ni indenture no de akoye fofra ma ba se kwadwo wo indenture ehu hia se kwadwo wo aba beto afi kwadwo ho no beka se wo san ko ohene no ho akoye den because ohene de waton ma kwadwo 99 years otwen ne 99 years no so a no aba beji new sika every kwadwo ho
no se wankwankwa gina okolans honom na is there a situation say omo be frankofo na title no ewo omo din mu just to check and ask omo na e so omo sign them out and ask omo na e so omo gitum say ebia indeed e was say omo agree na your friend says say transfer no eba honom
Lands Commission for no they deal with documents and a root of title into process na make catch one one way of proving root of title ne say kwadwo ekoto fi ahemfo no ho into Lands Commission for be hwe sa date was indenture na so ahwe say whether it is that time no hene na was sign no signing na is it consistent with the signature if it is consistent and nipa no okuta sign indenture no ho kwan say ne tema expire no oton mu bi nti na make say you go with the two indentures together but say one ko na nipa na okoto originally fi ohene no honom no o se ni indenture ayira de a whether you like it or not say we san go back to ohene no no ohene no ye new indenture edema wo
so honom na ya problem
honom na ya problem ni fi no
okay nti ya hwe say your friend say how can one nti say no my ya hwefo ehu say okay say no how do I even tell the legitimacy of a land say landi me twei eye registered land and I say nye registered land and I say simesisi e ne dia e bia no ni indenture what are there other ways nipa no obetumi a demonstrate say we hampa me ana mato me ana meteso na me ana meton ama say na ebe ya me call hinin nso ho no hinin nso ana say family na me call mo no wo muso take advantage say okay so wapa de na ye ton no fofo ama because ya emprepepre no omo nimo so omo ana omaton ama nipa kro no but wa banko ade ene obeden obeton no fofo.
Okay, when we say me start a presentation, me can say there are two types of land. They are already started out, and then they are registered. They are registered. How do you tell say a kufidia and I say a amadia? A hono a little bit complicated, but me sure say time between maka but I'll do my best to as much as I can do. Mama
kwaje nkato na me ba. Okay. Watch it. MMara no say and I will share e wo UTV so ye kwakwaje break akra ye ba na ya to ye nkomo ne so. TV Mrano saying and Uguswa Ushe land acquisition Ghana ha a home como and a year to train. Now minute lawyer Richard ni amate few lawyer. Yeah, kono Richard Adameti Richard ni ama yenya amate few pacho. Inti your friend is saying and no common hane ye be kono na mpese me say you be prove the legitimacy of a land. Nipa no bo ha wato, but say enkata so share no e bia o tu free hand e because to e not to be fee e na wabo brand kakran san o to me to ababetena so maybe in the process of moving no krata na yura but unim pefe say asase we ye nipa ne de e na nipa na eton nso call no mo say mo san aton ama afofo e be den na wa wo to asase no ana wo so kra na wo ton asase bia wa you in dencha no mo mienu na mo bebo mo ho ban efri saa ne ma ne ho.
Okay, for me as a lawyer there say wo koto asase afi obi ho no na nipa ne say oto free ohini bi ho na so ni dencha ayra me advice and man say masa nipa no kohwe indenture nemre ansa wato because without that indenture no ontimi mfa na no enka nche say ampa asase we metofi ohene no ho that will be my simple advice but generally asase a there's no registration on it no say wo kwa koto a metumi aka say there are a few steps bi a ese wo take na wutumi edi hu sa asase no kwadwode a anase abenade a ansa watu akakra awie. The first thing nene say assassin ka say wutumi identify assassin no. Obi o ha o say o makoto assassin makoto no obi say so 1 plot. 1 plot no 100 feet by 70 feet and 90 feet onim. Ne dey ane say wakoto 1 plot. Bibi ba na wo de ne kodina court na obi say assassin na to no describe na ontimi describe no. Do ni man say assassin na makoto no e da chimota and I say that high 1 plot onim bibia fa ho. You need to identify the land. Kwan ben so na be fa dey identify land no. E say woman nipa ndu kugina asase na so. No che asase na me dey ma wo no. E sha asifi ha na kwakosi ha na kwakosi ha. O kire o marking na e say wodi bibi e mark ho. Na ukofa wo surveyor. Na surveyor no e be yes site plan e dey ma wo. That's the first step. E say we nipa bebre na wo hu. Say o ka say quiet site plan quiet search of who say kehunukwa but without that no won't asase you because land act no has made it very clear say any land transaction that is oral is invalid. Answer land act no be banana previously no near use conveyance in act na no ka say any land transaction that is above 3 years must be in writing. They say the new land act na ba no any land transaction that is oral is invalid. Inti untumi koto asase a wode wano na kokoto. The first thing no boka ma surveyor enya wo site plan ma to show say asase na woto no a triangle, a rectangle, a square, a same 100 feet by 100, 90 by 70, 50 by 60. Ni na da paper na so. So what I say. Now because wakwa asase no so no wo de wani be hu niam bi niam na obi hu no e se obi sa ho questions number 1 wokwa asase no so no obi adua buro wo ho no e se hu nipa odua buro no because se wan hu sa nipa no eburo na no ana fifi ye eburo nka se ntumi fifi wan eburo na nka se ntumi fifi enti wakọ na obi adua buro asase no so na obi aba be gina ntia aton ama no wan bisa se eburo ne ye hwan de na so me de mato nti mikotwa eburo na gu a obenya asem you need to establish say when e was asem so ana say okoe no obi de anua ba begu ho obi de gravels abegu ho obi de blocks abegu ho no all those things say obi sa ho questions when e this blocks ibegu a foundation bi wo ho when e see foundation no e say we some investigation ni na because sa na many na ye indications are extra we say obi was asem so well, and a lot of the time, no, say, who go back to the area, now could be say questions, you get answers because Ghana can consult for those. Well, you know, and Kwan could now move in Kodada, so Miana Mediana, oh, Fia Kuna Mediana, me trama, no, I do Sikano, Usikano, a beshi. No, apart from say, obey identify as no, look out for signs. hwehwe nneoma e kire se obi ti asase no so uhu sa nneoma na ye further investigation na hu se asase no nipa na odo ba so no ono ana ne dia na se obi wo ho a area ote no waje dimpa wo ho edi a waje ne se otonton asase a enye ne dia nti se o so wuni area ho obi de wakwa asase bi so no so asase we yame dia mpacho per time go back to the area. Look for people there hwehwe nkofo wo ho na bisa won say oh asase we when the assassin one back catch because people in the community no most of the time when you nipa assassin yende man so also cry they will tell you well into assassin ubia and register no you need to find out all of those things say ube establish say assassin no ampa e kwame dia e kofidia sa nipa na ese wo no ho na ne kodi assassin no well another mistake ankofo ye na we ne so no ahemfo ne ka ho bi na sa mistake no eba nti nananom we de mesremo mi so anso ma men kana mo nti bi most of the time no obi kwa akota asase na obi adi nanim se me na mi di wanim akota asase no nti me na me kwa akoye documents ni na ade abrel na waji uska oji uska o se o ma me 1 month me document be kwa ahemfi na o ma sign am awo time na be sign na wunyina ho bi
sure
wa akota asase no time na be sign document na wunyina ho bi nti ebetumi awie ase no na nipa na oje usika no wanfa documents na nkoma nana odi akoma obi a onka asase no ho bi kra na nipa no aye krata bi di abrɛw na wakwa kotena asase no so wote so ana na aba so ba betu because na nton asase bi ama o well nti ebe ya cut off the middleman but ahimfini bi so won ma wo na middleman ndi wanim a they don't allow you
anka me twa ma wano
nti eno na me se na nanom se saa de na omoye no eboa ma fraud ekoso nana wo ye nana obi beto asase na obi edi obi anim aba manipa lanka sambra hwe ne Ghana card na hu se wuwuni me na marathon asase na ma wono ba hwe ba ya nipa ni nim nana na odiskana sumo obi na nipa ndi skana bre nana na nana sign na odekọ no asem ba ho kra na wo se onche nipa oton asase na ma na ontumi hu wa hu ena sometimes be hu na nipa na ebia asase man so no so sometimes ba instantly sometimes time man so no ba kwa na nipa na edi wanim na wu wa hu nti it is always important say onipa na oton asase na ma wo wo be ko ne ho personally na wankasa wo be hu say sa nipa no e na o sign document na ma me na dachi bi e ho ba asema wankwan kodi asensen mu now another thing that you need to look out for e wo mra akwakoto asase a ye register ye no tisana mekan no the stools no anasa ahemfo no wo walodia ebusuan no so e wo alodia wotumi ton at will but wakesi stool na ton asase a hina na otumi se obeton in the situation of stool na anasa ahemfi no eye ohene ena ne mpanyimfo ena eton asase no enye ohene nko a ena enye mpanyimfo no nko a the English brofone say the chief and his principal elders inti e wo say nana san ni bi na nana mpanyimfo e ka ne ho no ebia 2 na 3 bi enso esan ni bi wahu se wo ba ebusuan ni mu nso a eye ebusuan pahene ena ne mpanyimfo inti eno no so e se wutumi hu se wan na ye ebusuan pahene wo ebusuan mu saa nipa no ena e wo se osan ne na ne mpanyimfo no ebe sign dia dance se ya gye atomo because ebusuan pahene no asase ne nya ne personal land eye ebusuan na asase nti ono nko a eni tumi se obekwa akoton asase no without the consent of the elders. The same thing applies to the ohene no stool no na nanso niu kwan se na nankwan akoton asase a ne mpanyimfo no emma no backing nti whoever abakwa ko hu na nankwan na bagi sika na se me na me ye my document amount krache you are walking into danger nti na make say there are some of the palaces I mean but they do very well what on asase na what should that actually say date we ni ebe sensan krata no nti wa pa krata bia sa da na brahifo no nti wo ba ye bo odin a sika se wo de to for signing fee no na de ato ni asan ye de wo de ahye wonsa na wokọ nti wo gina hobi ena mpanyimfo ni na sensan krata no e de ma wo but most of them don't do that nti no eno so equity problem Now, as I say, I am register, and I mean, these are some of the things that you need to do. Sometimes, apart from woman kwakoto large acres of land, sometimes you recommend they say ube kwasa asase so. Akoya announcement ho. Say asase we me babe too. Example say babe to amame. Well nim say wo hu bibi ka no, brana beka. Because one kwan koye sa de na, ubetumi affect because the truth of the matter is that Lands Commission for na wote honom no. Wo mu nim abusuapan ne. Wo mu nim nana. I just say ahimfi no actually letter de abre wo mo say ebia na wu ye no we ne de na si na na mu nti from now onwards ye kata bia ba obi a we na so sign but most of them also don't do it. Nti no Lands Commission for the one baby no better and say what's abusuapan na sign na de aba. All what they will do is that they will go through their legal and publish it. Obi amba meye objection na they register it. But at the end of the day, sa registration no, it mean better than mansion. Emma obi ba ebe bottle because it's not the right person. And a sign here. And you know, assassin the okwa enye secret. After we taking all those steps, no, kwa assassin so. Me say we make client na okwa assassin most of the time. Me ma untua assassin no outrightly. And can me ba baby say
no, is it okay for you to say it's okay me to assassin say na sana na ma ye me search na bia assassin bo bia na so prime o pay nti obeka say o ma me fa bibi nto ase insecure na bia me kwa hwehwe say bibia ye okay ansa na ma ba betia will you advise say obi to me enya sa?
That is the best thing to do. But most of the time no nipa na oton assassin or pen temagis Kennedy no obeka say on te ase one man tema me kwa koton ena na me ka say se nipa na ye one man tan ja no no koton because the problem be wo ho a so I say inti no wona wo kwakoto no wona ese wo ma wani ye den na wona ka chen so e bia nana ana ebusuapan ni say ma mmere kakra na me fa metua de aka because I say the ento no putupuru mu won inti betumi a down payment bi bia 5-10% bi no mama time na investigation sometimes krempo no ehu be hia say wo be down payment wo be ma okwan na wo de blocks bi akwa asase so
yes
akwa foundation bi because
me ahwe
ebi wo habit na akwa search nhwe obekọ Bank of Ghana collateral registry nhwe nimum eda obesi asase no se okoye adman pe na asemaba wahu intino in certain situation krempo no better say would be better as now won be ma okwan no akwa asase no so akwa test asase na hwe say asase amekosi will anybody come and fight me say obi amam ene wa amam ekwan akwa kutua balance ama na krata bi say boye ma obi ano na woma ya ma
yenhwe sese emra no se na eka se wakọ ebusua ho a wo to asase as a Ghanaian what is the term of leaseholder e wo say wo mu edema and I say no so we foreigner so kra na so pese wo to asase wo Ghana ha na emra ne ma ho kwan na se emra ne ma ho kwan no kra na asase ben sa e na utubito e ma ne yeye
okay ebusua owo alodia title no there's no limit on the number of years or the Bema leasehold. No. 99 years now, the standard practice, I say, yaka honum, but
I say 99 years, you see 50, 70.
And America say it depends on your negotiation skills. But maybe anyone ma a restricted which one say onion 99 years, and onion 50 years, and onion 70 years. Based on one year ebusuano negotiation. So what I say. So long as we Ghana ni, we di more than 18 years no. So oko na ebusuano say 1,000 years obi ani ho a obetumi a stop ebusuano because one na one ton ama 1,000 years they have the power to do so. So what I say. But acquire say regularly no what I na 99 years in na baba ye the standard that industry no ma what dey adwuma. Say so some people are even doing 50 years near the other. Now, when it comes to foreigners, ubi a onye Ghana ni there. Both constitution no and land act na ya ye ni na che say ubi a onye Ghana ni no ontumi enya interest was asimu for more than 50 years. Intino and ye could be onye Ghana ni some companies are not even Ghanaian companies. It's a company no it's a percentage wise of shareholding no above a certain limit you consider say company no enye Ghana company intino ontumi only for more than 50 years but apart from that no once we Ghana ni there any number of years ebusua no ana ahemfo no beje atomo say what be ma wono emra no be recognize no and you can register
my ensure to say na wo ka your time ya emra no e wo bibia e bi odi cure ye friend say sa e bia na obi eye wakoto asase we busua bi ho ana wakoto asase indenture ne tra at the end of the leasehold na ya na yen ka de call mo be ye e bi kwa ha no atwe say at the end of the leasehold na bia you have to give it back to the family and I say bebe na ebo ho anansen em say minim say kana for ne yem penkrata kan ya but later no be hu na che say nkofo no man tre hwe wo mu say at the end of the expiration say ho na ya na emama so ba bebe eba emra no bibi wo ho no ma ebia wa offosi say sa ne ma ibesi dinti ebia ebetumi akio nkofo ebia aboa payonti won be ka say ene ma me ye ndencha na me nyi sa side no emfiri mu na wo kota de bi wo so feel say ma dani ama me made because I na ye kasa ye kan wo kroma. I've tried purchasing the land before and a lot of times we tap be say kasa na nkan ha de o te dan so we hu asase ya je free won say meda eno an say mreni du a wo be ye kasa ye kan so mreni du ya unye because e bi mreni be du no na me ne wo mienu na kra ye ni wo ye ma na e pa beko. Is there anything that cures that situation in future? Say bia okota asase ne amfa bibia anhye ho na won so wo penalty e bia sanfa ya na wo pese won to wo penalty in future no emra no betumi a protect wone wo beneficiaries.
The general position of the law and they say let agreements be respected. Sunta servanda. So what you say enti indenture no on the general note, the court will respect what is in the indenture. Because one I sign it. Don't forget the indenture and yet just an instrument to register land. Essentially your agreement. I want it as I see you are no sign. And I'm one of the same we say 99 years. After 99 years, as I see you are begging assassin. If that is what is there, 99 years. Abia after 99 years, you be leased for an extra 45 years. If that is so, the court will respect it. But where it is silent, no, it is subject to law. Unfortunately, no. It's fortunately or unfortunately, no. I think the New Land Act has some provisions there, which says that the lease should be renewed at a reasonable term. Internet say it comes back to the two of you. Say mokako tenase, na mokako negotiate. Nobody decided say okay, this is how we want to do it again. But the best thing to protect yourself, and say put what must happen there. Because one fine say honoma, you are opening yourself for a whole lot of problems. Ebi ati say na okay, say America won ni honom. Well, but in crofo wo wechi no, and I would they will have to solve the problem. So it is better when you are preparing the indenture, no be ubi ot indenture na say lawyer bi ahwem no advice will say we nim yemfa we nhim we nim yemfa we nhim. Some of the ahimfi no they have their own surveyor no no indenture ma won. And sometimes collaboration no enye say me party say surveyor for no nima di o but they make an say surveyor for no enyo mo adwuma ne so mo indenture. Surveyor adwuma ne say obeye side plan onima sase ne ho no but indenture na a legal document eno nye a cartography. So that I think, you know, sometimes we call normal almost standard indenture. Uba yana ye do near the amount. Please, uko just say indenture na nyabotre farmer ubia ot indentures na onhwe de woman ma. Ohwe mu ma wi you go back and tell them say na no me pomocho indenture say ni nti mo se we ma me. So what's the one say you shouldn't buy a land at all costs from one place because you are opening yourself out for problems in the future.
Meda sepa na emese we there maybe sa last question answer na yako to asas ana obi ejapade bi na edi eja no emse yenim na ote asase ne so watena so a emse many years obi anka ahwe na later no why na adwin so person kokko register of course okko register no minim sa asase den ka me ma me na edija me na ase me papa na edija ma me coin no you say there are two places. Oko Lands Commission there had a din bi edi ho. Nanso oko surveyor land surveyor dia. E din bi na ho. Say dey ne kwa nipa no ni obusuem. Miso me ke na e bia ho na papa tena be 40-50 years. We wo dey assassinate wo so aba betena so be 20 years aka ho. Bia be bisa ohwe. Enu nti ebedu ho no na as a registration ama no apem why want to make a register because it's a surveyor it's a local land surveyor a diffo for the oho
survey division
how do you resolve that? There's a problem here making why would you get a lawyer yes. How do you resolve that and okay. Now waka now to want to make go forward
it be a me fan say technological problems and it be so ye e bia make us say indolence kakra on the part of the people on the land technological challenge now make can say answer until recently no near use analog system bi and the register asase no eno na enye accurate nti e bia metumi koto asase na that one position me kwa say me kwa register no because of sa analog enye accurate no me registration it me copy obi asase mu enye ho na me nso me kwa register nti na say me kwa me de na me nso mete so no me nso ukọ boss e cha me nso enye me di na wo ho those ones Lands Commission have a way of resolving that one because they saying what the barcode system, digital system, more accurate than the old system. Naba, which me detect this anomaly, resolving. So that one is there. A being so honoma na a beer assassin what so I for say what no. Essence of Kotoya one registering tino, Ubi so for which as I got the same assassin at the honum. Say sani pana kwa register twen won watwe manso
I like how say o twen won watwe
wrong intino and make say e be a technological problem bi so ye say ye ni ha kakra na obi wo hono ma onya sidan ni wi ofo say that's the end of the matter in fact people have some impression bi Ghana hanom say ukoto asase na onya sidan to lentil level and nobody can sack you enye no kure
be my last question I come de be ma
so kure
o be ka say na sa de no wutim eno ane so mo ba sikasem na ane
sa no mayo ma so ba manya tremu da de ne me tu yeska ma ona se ma fa ba se nipa ne ye na adwene pa se ompesika na obetu a obi wo ho ye manso twini obetumi ne watwe manso 10 years when invest wa adan mu o wini a oba betu because once I will winning now.
I don't know so te ho no hwe wa ma o see 9 seas once and o baba je.
Say e bi o say this o ma make come ha say me obi wo no ma o start so see na within 3 weeks no we do lentil. By the time I be in junction ba bo ho kra say wa boda no so awie dada. And there's no way a court will ask you to break down the building whilst here three mansion. Inti court be ja on what name. When invest will so no when you know we need lose finally when I be who say why a wrong investment no assassin no the right thing to do before building no what assassin go and start your registration go fill registration na say na registration na cost ni na we see na say pentem mpa betumi atwen registration na wie because most of the time without the registration no untumi konya building permit Intini can papa mu no what try your registration when you are building permit no we sit down no and no there's no problem over there but you nim say na akra nsote intino akra santa ka say wo twan ama sa registration ni na akomu a at least say unim say wonya you crash starting because it is entirely possible in fact MMara no che say answer Lands Commission be register as na say wo visit na wo ye community engagement kakra but they don't do it one year until what to one man na obi the documents na call Lands Commission ebe publish eba papers musi ebe register wasase enso mene wote hey say photographic and na paper bi na ya listing kofu bibre wo mu say oh this weekend say you register new e ya onya time hwe
me hwe bi kwada me bofa so
bofa so na wo bofa so enti wasase no kwa wo mu kura na me hu di kwa wan hwa hu say wasase na ye ka ho asem no nti weni bete wo ho na say ye register de na wie and the Lands Commission so there oye mistake kra no register on for one asem inkutwa sa registration I just say court e ma court e ma na order say unyi sa mistaken registration if you answer na obeyi nti the best thing and say to avoid those things no register asase no whilst you are building then it won't happen say we ni ho awko no wo de agya wo baby no ye be hwe na wo di ni asase no so na obi di na wo so one you careful sometimes we be for so me evidence me court akotwe ba court bibia to me see bibia to me see what court one ya careful na ko lusu asase na say wa how man
next time I'll send me do oba na o kire yen your friend say ye state land so asem because asase ni bi o ho ai wo be hwe na ye say state land ne ma say lawyer be sen atwe aba na asase nko dos me say more questions me pray person me dem but me da say we final words to obi a o hwe yen nipa ne pese or acquire land then there was any nipa
well, the American say asase enye tomatoes. Yenfa gidigidi ento asase. Yen rashi ento asase. Se wo kwa asase. Sa asase ye register you, ye investigation. Investigation no e bi ne se wo be ye search. E bi ne se wo kwa ye search ni bi wo Bank of Ghana collateral registry. E bi ne se wo be ko area ho akọ bisa questions whether asase no manso wo so na manso ni so nipa na ode wo buy na ne dey na asanye ne dey wehu asase so wonko nkopeje scan gu Ghana must go mun ka se ne asase ru ase 100 time abetu aka na meko debi wo kwa bomodi na ne negotiate o ma time ka kana fa investigation wo investigation ni wi a wo ba betua balance no e dey ama no what asase na wi no registration so ehun hia pa one register na out so ubehu na obi afeti akwa register na no so aba be man so ya no mo say ye lawyer for na epe man so menye ye ne de man so ne ba mo na mo ye na
ye de ba ma twa
man so no nti no wa twa wi no so when ye sika to asase no when ye sika to blocks are adanti na when ye sika ma land commission and register ma and you see ade ba kokram pa nipa bebri enya awe no se wo kwa register as land commission na asase no edan eni so a registration fee no lower than edan was woni nti etesa no land commission for no e be charge the friend stamp duty na tax tax no won be hwe asase no value no dey charge o tax no asase adan eni so no the value ni wo form se wo si dan ni wi na so kwa register asase na land commission for ba omo value wo dan ni na na ye the tax na to so no register nti better say obe register asase no kwempo wi ansa we see wo dan no wo so me dey be see hanom for now
me da say em say me na make an say we already say person to ask lawyer no do anim na enye tetia na em say lawyer beje o kakra bi na waye em say eni ma e wo say uhu e wasase hu na onso wasomu ajo mmara no say e wo UTV so na wa hwe land acquisition e wo Ghana ha ene ya hwe say ye limite ye common kakra but say na ma promise ye be sign the lawyer ba na ya hwe the other areas outside Accra ne ye friend say other areas no na ya hwe e ho nso so pese wonya asase a kwan a obefa so any state lands kwan a obefa so obenya asase no na say lawyer Richard ni ama no etwetwen sankomo that's na ye besin hye bi medin e de ekua asanteba mensa bye bye